Assalamu alaikum, iyo galab wanaagsan. Magacaygu waa Sam iyo soo dhawow. Very welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are well. Welcome back to the Sam of Somalia channel, your favorite YouTube channel. In this video, inshallah, we're going to just have a little chat about a little thing that exists in Somali culture and just talk to you guys about what it is. You might have overheard your Somali friends or family or whatever talking about this little something, and I just thought I'd do a little explanation for the non-Somalis out there who might be interested in it. So there's this little thing that you might have heard of. It's not only Somalis in the world that do it, but Somalis are quite well known for it, and they do it big time. Yeah, like almost everyone does it, okay? So the thing that we're talking about is the concept of Ayuto, or doing Ayuto. I think the Arabs call it Jami'iyya. I've heard Somalis call it Jami'iyya as well. But essentially what it is, it's a way of saving or raising money. And hard cash is what it's for. It's a way of raising and collecting hard cash for things in a way that's halal, obviously, and in a way that obviously supports people as well. Like a big part of it is obviously that it helps people. You know, people who want to have an amount of money to buy a house or to make a umrah or to make hajj or to pay for their kids' university or something like that. Like a lot of people do this for that. And it's a good way of just accumulating your wealth really and managing your money. So the way that it works essentially is you might have a group of like 20 people, okay? And generally I don't feel like it would work very well for white people because we don't tend to have communities that size anymore. Maybe 50 years ago, white people could have done it, but those days are behind us, really. So Somalis will quite often know 20 aunties or cousins or whatever, or just family members who they know who would take part in it. So you get like 20 people, for example, and every month everyone puts in £500, just for example, okay? So the mass sum of that is obviously £10,000, right? But just every month one person takes a turn to have it. So let's say 20 people. We all put in £500 and there's a pot of £10,000 and we each take turns to have it, and you say to whoever's running it, you just say something like, I need it in the 3rd month because I'm getting married, or I need it in the 8th month because because I'm having a child or something like that. And nobody wants it last, obviously, but you got to take your turn, haven't you? You know, like a lot of people will do Ayuto like 10 times in their life, and it might be the case that the first time, that one time you do it, you're the first person to get all the money, but it might sometimes work out that you're the last person to get the money, right? But you sort of make your case for why you should get the money in a particular month. So that at least is my understanding of it. I've only ever taken part in it once myself, but obviously I know people who do. There have probably been bigger ones than that. Like in the past, probably not so much anymore, but in the past you might have had people who do Ayuto for a period of like, not just 20 months with 20 people, but like 100 months. It might be like a 10-year project, and each of you would put in £50 every month, and it's like multiple tens of thousands project, right? And like most of the time it is done not by bank transfer, hard cash is how it's done, and obviously that's why people like it. So that's what Ayuto is essentially. That's what Jami'iyya is essentially, and it is a really good way to accumulate money in a way which is halal. Obviously for us, there aren't really many options for like young people who want to go to university or want to buy a house in a way which is halal. Obviously, like most of these arrangements, loans and mortgages and stuff include riba, and we know that riba is of the worst, most vile of sins. And we know that it actually has a really evil effect on us. So perhaps we'll end with an ayah from the Quran in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ الرِّبَا لَا يَقُومُونَ إِلَّا كَمَا يَقُومُونَ الَّذِي يَتَخَبَّطُهُ الشَّيْطَانُ مِنَ الْمَسِّ. So Allah says in the Quran, الَّذِينَ يَأْكُلُونَ الرِّبَا, like the people who eat from riba. You know, and it's like the term eating money is something they use in Somalia as well. But the term eating wealth doesn't necessarily mean about like eating it in your mouth. It can mean that, but it's just consuming it in general. So consuming in general, anyway. But I think it is worth talking about with food as well, actually, because sometimes people earn their money in a way that's not halal, and then they spend money on their children's food, and they put haram wealth into their children's mouths. You know, so let's find out, inshallah, the rest of the ayah, what effect that can have on your children, on yourselves. لا يقومون إلا كما يقومون الذي. So they cannot stand. They cannot stand, or they will not be able to stand. There's two interpretations of it that I know of. That one, they will not be able to stand on the day of judgment, or they can't even behave now. كما يقومون الذي, the same way that the people stand. يتخبطه الشيطان من المس, that they have become kind of that shaitan has like intoxicated them. they're intoxicated by shaitan in a way, like, so that's something that Allah has told us in the Quran, that eating from riba or consuming riba, and obviously this thing Ayuto, is a way of protecting ourselves from that. So it's something that is done across Muslim and non-Muslim cultures actually, and so there's a lot of good in it. There's a lot of good in it when it's done right, and all the people who are involved are obviously trustworthy and upright. So yes, that's what we'll end on, inshallah. We'll end on the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that is the best way to end. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. May Allah bless you guys, may Allah reward you guys, and what is the next video about? Okay, next video. I'm going to be telling you guys about why I love the Swahili language as well. Actually, I've never talked about that, but I actually have a little bit of a connection to the Swahili language. And I know a lot of you guys speak Swahili, fourth largest audience on my YouTube channel are those of you guys in Kenya. So big shout out to you guys. And so you'll hear that from me tomorrow. Hope you guys are looking forward to it, and I'll see you then. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and nabadgilyu.